Welcome to Financial Independence Retire Early. My name is Bird. This is the 35th episode and the first episode for 2023. Thank you for watching. If I say anything that you find interesting, put that in the comments. If there's anything you want me to research on, put that in the comments. And also share this content with anybody else who you think might find it interesting or worthwhile. First things first, Aventurine, call me. Aventurine, call me, email me, text me. My number's in description, my email's in description. So WhatsApp me, call me, text me. Yeah, man, you know why, right? Aventurine, call me. With that being said, this episode, right, just like every other year, my first couple of episodes for the year are always going to be what my expectations and what my intentions are for the year, especially as it relates to saving, investing, and financial literacy. So this is my crypto intentions and expectations for 2023, right? So crypto, man, look, especially with what happened last year. If anybody joined crypto or started participating in cryptocurrencies from 2019, then 2022 was just absolute shit. 2022 was absolute shit. The worst of us, right? The crypto boys and the crypto girls and the moon boys and the moon girls have went into hiding. And the worst of us have went into hiding. Nobody wants to talk about crypto anymore. I mean, FTX, right? All of these, you all know what happened last year. But the point is, the best of us lost up to 90% of our investment value. That's not something to laugh about. That's not something to smile about. 90% of our investment value. That's, so I can understand why a lot of people are wary to get back into the crypto space, especially the ones who've only been participating in crypto for the past 2 or 3 years. Those that haven't, those who this is their first crypto winter, if I can put it that way. If this is your first crypto winter, if this is your first time going through volatile downward spirals in crypto, then I understand why you're uncomfortable. But if this is not your first radio, if you've been through this before, if you've seen your crypto value go up and down and up and down, then you kind of, you understand the cryptocurrency cycles, or you understand the Bitcoin cycle at least, because this is not the first time, right, that Bitcoin loses over 60%, 70%, 80% of its value. If you check the cryptocurrency graph for the past, I think it's about 12 years old, but if you check for the past 6 years, right, it has lost, or it's in its entire career, in Bitcoin's entire career, it has probably lost over 60% value about 5 times. Right, so that's not light. And if you've been through those cycles, then you understand that crypto, behaves in a cycle. So what are my expectations and what are my plans for 2023 going forward? I mean, there are a lot of things to look out for in 2023. Well, maybe 2 major ones, but the others, I mean, obviously, I don't know what I don't know, and I can't, plan for the future, with things that I don't know, right? But again, the unknown variables, I can plan all I want, but God decides, right? So all these unknown variables, put that into consideration, that I am just doing research. I am not a financial advisor. This is my opinion. This is what I intend to do, expect to do, but I'm not saying you should do it. You should do your own research and decide for yourself what the best financial or investment strategy for yourself is. This is me trying to explain what I think is the best investment thesis or financial strategy for myself, and I'm sharing with you guys because this is a sharing platform, right? I would like to know if I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, again, put that in the comments. If you think I should be doing something else, put that in the comments. But it's not to say I'm going to listen to you, so it's not to say that you should listen to me either, right? So what are my plans and expectations for 2023? The biggest thing I'm looking out for in 2023 is a settlement of the XRP case. That's very big and that's very important. I mean, we recently this year also saw that Polka was officially declared a software and not a and not a share and not a security, right? It's not a security, it's not a share, but it's actually software. So that's good for Polkadot, for Dot, because now it can be people can now participate, without fearing the SEC or any other like financial what should I call them? Financial agencies in America, specifically in America. Polkadot in America has been declared not a security and a software. And that is what XRP and other altcoins are trying to do, right? They need to, participate with the SEC and participate with the regulatory bodies in America so that they can have clear regulatory direction and they can have, clear enough definitions of what they are and what is to be expected from them within the financial scope. So DOT is not a security, it is software. And all these other altcoins, right? Dogecoin, Ethereum, what's this? Cardano, basically the entire top 10, Polygon, the entire top 10, which is what I'm focused on. I only invest within the top 10 cryptocurrencies. So this entire top 10 is a lot of legal work to do to be defined accurately along the expected financial guidelines in America. So the one that I'm looking for the most is XRP. The Ripple case needs to end, right? So that we can know what's going on with Ripple. But I mean, that case I think is also going to set a precedent. It's going to set a legal precedent. It's going to set a precedent even within the crypto space of how cryptocurrency companies should behave. And I think that the settling of the XRP case will give a lot of regulatory clarity for us as retail investors, for even the big institutional investors, right? But for anybody who's actually participating within the crypto space, the XRP case and other cases that are looming should give big clarity. So that's what I'm looking for, the XRP case. And we know that if they win, if they settle out of court, we can expect another all-time high, which is like $3. That's another like over 200% increase, right? So we're trying to like maintain, XRP should win this case so that we can move. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to in 2023. The others is just like macro American monetary policy. You know, the Fed pivot, right? I mean, we've seen qualitative tightening, we've seen increased interest rates. So I think soon enough we're going to see not necessarily the opposite, but a slowdown, right? And I think we're already kind of maybe seeing a slowdown, but we need a clear, defined slowdown, right? The Fed needs to kind of pivot and stop increasing interest rates so high, basically, and maybe give us slower interest rates. We can see some little, the end of quantitative tightening. Even if we don't get quantitative easing, can we get the slowdown of quantitative tightening so that there's just more money in the market, right? So lower interest rates, lower inflation, increased decreased quantitative tightening. All these things are net positive for the in generally the entire investing space, right? Because even we know that even shares like the Nasdaq and the New York Stock Exchange and all these American stock exchanges are relatively related to Fed market decisions, right? So if the Fed is increasing interest rates, people are going to pull out their money from investments and kind of put it away because they know they have to service their debt at a high interest rate. So lower interest rates, the end of quantitative tightening, lower inflation, and just positive microeconomic policies by the American Federal Reserve should see a positive net flow of cash into the investment spaces, whether it's shares or crypto, and that should give us, increased crypto prices. So that's another big thing we need to see happen in 2023 is just, improved macroeconomic environment, which will be improved by Fed policies, the American federal policies. Because in South Africa, I know the Reserve Bank, the South African Reserve Bank, does everything that the American Reserve Bank does, even if we're two different countries with two different economies. Every time the American Fed increases the interest rates, guess what the South African government does? They do the exact same thing. So I'm better off studying American macroeconomics because that's what we do in South Africa anyway, right? So that's another thing that we're looking forward to. Weaker US dollar, maybe because of the war in Ukraine or the strengthening of BRICS, we might see a weaker US dollar. And obviously with the weaker US dollar, with more and more inflation, people will be moving to digital assets because, that didn't happen last year, but a lot of people believe or hope that cryptocurrencies can be a hedge for inflation, right? Or a hedge for hyperinflation, a hedge against currency devaluation. So, maybe I'm not too defined on that, but I think a weaker US dollar might lead to more people buying cryptocurrencies so that they can maintain the value of their purchasing power, if I can put it that way. So I think a weaker US dollar might definitely improve the cryptocurrency prices. And I mean, yeah, that's for 2023, right? That's the thing that I know and I'm expecting. Like I said, I don't know what I don't know, and I don't know the unknown variables. But the three biggest things that I'm waiting for is the XRP case, American Fed policy, and just like the strength of the US dollar. Those are the three things that I think will dictate where the cryptocurrency prices go in 2023. But also going into 2024, just a little bit, we expect the Bitcoin halving to happen. If you know what the Bitcoin halving is, if you don't know, basically the amount of Bitcoin that are released with every block, because you mine your Bitcoin, right? And when you mine your Bitcoin, you get rewarded in blocks. So the size of every block when you mine is going to be cut in half, right? So that means less Bitcoin will be released into the ecosystem. And the laws of demand and supply say with less supply and, same or increased demand, the price should go up. Right, so but that's going to happen in 2024. But that's something that people should be looking forward to. So someone like myself will continue to dollar cost average. I will continue to monthly put in the same amount or as much as I can into my favorite cryptocurrency, the top 10, buy as little as I can, right? I dollar cost average, right? I put in the same amount every month, as much as I can every month, into the same cryptocurrencies every month, and I buy the same amount regardless of what the price is. And then over time, if the share price continues to go up, if the crypto price continues to go up, then my average purchasing price is kind of low while my profit will be increased. So now that the prices are down, I'm buying as much as I can because I would like to believe that the prices are going to go back up. So I'm dollar cost averaging, I'm continuing to buy, hoping that when the Bitcoin halving happens, when the XRP case closes, when the Fed pivots, when the US dollar goes through its challenges, the prices of cryptocurrencies will go up. So I'm continuing to dollar cost average. That is my best investment strategy, but also it is an informed investment strategy. And that is why I'm looking forward to all these things happening in 2023. Again, Aventurine, call me. If you find this information interesting, share it with anybody else you think might find it interesting. Comment, if there's anything that I said or if there's anything that I didn't say, put that in the comments and I'll be kind of talking to you in a bit. Bye.